Hello and welcome. The 56th GST Council meeting, chaired by Finance Minister, is shaping up to be a landmark moment in India's tax return reform journey. Now, major GST restructuring proposed simplified slab. The Council is considering scrapping the 12% and 28% slab and moving to a dual rate structure. 5% for essentials, 18% for most other goods, 40% for the sink goods like the tobacco, alcohol, and luxury items. Now, sector specific impacts FMCG items like toothpaste, shampoo, noodles, and biscuits may drop from 18% or 12% to 5%, boosting demand. Now, the auto GST and the small petrol cars or two wheelers could fall from 20% to 18%, while electric vehicles priced 20 to 40 lakh may be rise from 5% to 18%. Now, cements expected to drop from 28% to 18%, benefiting the premium manufacturing like the Ultratech and Ambuja Cement. Insurance companies. Now, a proposed cut from 18% to 5% could be reshaped affordability and uptake, compliance, and the ease of doing business. Now, pre-lift returns and the automated GST refund are on the table to reduce the paperwork and improve transparency. MSMEs, which is the micro, small, medium enterprises and startups, are expected to benefit from reduced compliance burdens and clear classification. Now, benchmark equity index, Sensex and Nifty 50 finished the day on a positive note amid a fluctuating sessions on Wednesday, driven by a rise in metal stocks and positive sentiment regarding the GST Council meeting. Now, the Sensex gained 409 points or 0.54% with a closing around 80,561. Meanwhile, the Nifty 50 rose by 135 points or 0.55%, ending at 24,715. Now for the bulls, which is around 80,700 would be the immediate resistance zone. A successful breakout above the 18,700, could push the Sensex toward 81,000, 81,200. On the flip side, 80,200 and 80,000 would be a key support zone for traders. However, now below 80,000, the uptrend would become vulnerable if Sensex fall below this level. Traders may prefer to exit their long positions. Now the Nifty OI data on the derivative front, the maximum Nifty call options OI, which is the open interest, is placed at 24,800 strike, followed by 25,000 strike. Highlighted these zones are key resistance zones. On the put side, the highest open interest is seen at the 24,700 strike, followed by the 24,600 to 24,500 strikes, which are likely to act as support, strong support levels. This open interest setup suggested that the 24,700 to 24,800 range will be crucial for Nifty 50 near-term movement, which a decisive break on the either side expected to decade the next directional trend. Now the Nifty 50 index closed marginal above the 9 exponential moving average and 20 small moving average, keeping the short-term trend in recovery mode. Not small, but for simple moving average. Now, technical research analyst, the immediate resistance remains 24,770, co-indicating with the 50%, Fibonacci retracement, followed by 24,800, where the 61% retracement aligns on the downside 24,580, and for the zone continue to act as a cautious in the short term. Now Nifty 50 ends a decisive close above 24,800 to confirm a sustainable recovery. Until then, the index may continue to oscillate with the broader band of 24,400 to 24,800, with intraday swings favoring a cautious approach. This formation as insider candle with positive bias indicate uncertainty in the index. The moment indicators are rising from the oversold reasons, supporting a possible upside move from the current. Investors are bracing for the more volatile after Wall Street summers gave way when markets reopened from the Labor Day unofficial end of summer, a holiday on Tuesday. With September historically the worst month for the US stock market, Federal over the Federal Reserve independence with the president, tariff uncertainty were at the force over sign to jolt stocks and bonds. The Dow and Jones Industrial Average ended with the 249 points, which is the 0.55% to close at the 45,295. The S&P 500 dropped with the 0.69% to settle down at the 64,000, while the Nasdaq Composite slipped 0.82%. The close is around 21,279. Investors took profit on bull market winners with the unofficial end of a summer season. Now Nvidia, big news. Nvidia shares, for example, closed down about 2%, while the other big tech names like Amazon, Apple shaded around 1% each. The move come after a federal appeal court Friday ruled that the most of the US president global tariffs are illegal. The US Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit determined in the 7-4 ruling that only Congress has the authority to apply sweeping levies. Now the US president called the decision highly partisan and has said that he will appeal the ruling to the US Supreme Court. Now the investors were also eyeing a surge in a bond yield to start for the September. The 10-year treasury yield jumped at a 4.27%, while the 30% slipped in the with topped with the 4.97%, sometimes also lost. Now bond yields are where the driven yield in the higher on the prospect that the US may have to refund the bills brought in the front from tariff forcing and the country's already stressed fiscal situation. Now those development weighs on the sentiment to start a new trading month. September is historically the worst month for the equities, with the S&P 500 average 4.2% drop over the last 5 years and falling more than 2% on the average over the last 10 days. As also, a 30-year treasury of 5% is a headwind. No doubt about the Ross Mayfield investment strategy to the Barrett Private Wealth Management. As I told, I think it's continued to be thrown in the slide of equities as a trading as a fairly stretched valuation. Now, Wall Street is coming off as a strong month for the stocks market. The S&P 500 rose nearly 2%, climbing about 6,500 for the first time. The big event traders are waiting for in the release of an August jobs report on Friday, and how it will influence the Fed interest rate decisions coming mid-month. We will see it and we will also track it. I shall see you soon. Till then, goodbye.